advisors, and it is not easy for us to predict. There was a time that we were able to predict, but we had a pause in the business. So because of the pause, it has tampered with our prediction. So we do not have a lot of history for us to say. All we have is what other projects have done with little community or with a lesser community than the one that we have, and what other communities have done with lesser utility than what CES is proposing. Okay, so with lesser utility, with lesser community, we have seen projects do very well, even though we cannot do proper technical analysis right now using the candlesticks and everything. But we have done our best to properly show you that. As yesterday, we went further to also talk about T and S, where we broke down, we debunked this whole idea of you are coming to drop your money and you don't know. There is an aspect in Metawhale that it is for you to keep your money and it produces for you. But there is an aspect called T and S where it's actively giving you money, because that you can predict. You'll be able to say, okay, if I build a community, T and S is majorly for building a community. T and S, listen, T and S is called tactics and strategy. It's majorly for building a community, majorly. And the way Mentor Sam, the charge he gave us yesterday, for a very long time, a lot of us have not heard that. And it was timely, it was spot on. There was nothing more to say with regards to what he spoke about yesterday. Now, so if you want, and there's something, we keep saying you're an investor. There is a point you'll be in life that you have to merge active business and investment, or just leave investment and try to get money that you will later in turn use as investment. Because when we keep talking about this whole idea, people tell you that I have $100 and I want to be an investor where your money is working for you, right? Sorry, my glasses. So where your money is working for you, it is not a bad idea. But please, can we properly define this? 2%. 2% of $100 is $2. But 2% of 100 million is 2 million. That's the idea. When you have a good amount of money, feel free to call yourself an investor. But you do not have the kind of money that you want to call yourself an investor. Please calm down. Let's drop let's lay down all these weights that easily besets us, some like pride, and let's do that which we ought to do, which we regard building a community. Crowdfunding, T&S, which is a very beautiful way. There's another aspect that is the NFT part, and that also is a beautiful part. This is a rundown of some of the things that we spoke about. This is just a summary, not giving you extensively or in details what we were speaking about. Now, today is another fresh day, and we are going to put some other add to the icing on the cake, or add to the icing that was already put on the cake. Okay, so Mr. Andrew, are you ready for us? Are we here?
Yes, I'm here. Good evening, everybody. So it's good to have every one of you here tonight. If you are new on the call, just go to the comments and just type "I'm new." Okay, type "I'm new." So we have a fantastic project in our hands, a very, very fantastic project. And you see, this project has stood the test of time. Not many people in their lifetime ever get to witness or participate in a project like this from its inception. You see, you never can tell sometimes which project will do really great from the beginning. But I think this particular project has shown those signs that it's going to be big. Metawhale is a project that even your enemy should be involved in it. Right, Sharon? Okay, Sharon, you're welcome. Good to have you here on the call. So I'm going to share my screen and see how I can walk you through everybody here concerning the Metawhale project. So if you've been looking for ways to make money online, you are in the right place. Okay, you're in the right place. First, I like to start by saying you must have a financial goal. You must have a financial goal. It's very important you have a financial goal. If you don't have a financial goal, everything I'm going to teach here wouldn't make sense. Why? Because you won't see any need to pursue it. It will look like work. It will look like a burden. You see, pursuit of goals look like a burden to a person who doesn't have goals. Pursuit of more in life is a burden when somebody doesn't have any reason, a strong why. Right? If you have a strong why, if your family, you want to succeed because you have a dream, you want to leave your mark on earth, you want to be able to take care of your family, take care of your parents and all that. If you have a strong why, you want to be able to establish your business and all that, and you are not ready to make excuses for your why. You're not ready to make excuses. You're not ready to give in. You're not ready to explain to anybody. Right? Just like the popular Afrobeat artist Burna Boy said. He said, "You go explain tire. If you don't have evidence, you explain tire." Right? And you don't want to keep explaining yourself, but you want to create massive results. There are not many things right now that are making people genuine money on the internet. Not many things, real things. I'm not talking about scam projects. I'm talking about real things. Trust me, I've been in the online space for some time. And some of these online things flying here and there that look so easy are the ones that lure people into them. At the end of it, end up hurting them and taking away all their money. But for you to see a real project, for some of you who must have probably been in this business and tested other businesses, you will testify of what I'm saying, right? That no matter what the challenges that this business has passed through, what you cannot say about this project is that this project is a scam or this project doesn't work. Metawhale is number one, stands out amongst all online cryptocurrency business. It stands out. It stands out. So we're going to just dive straight into the teaching for tonight. Let's see how I can make this quick. So if you go to your Token Pocket, go to metal-whale.com, you'll be able to access the Metawhale ecosystem. Okay, it's a fully decentralized cryptocurrency ecosystem, fully decentralized. It has its own coin called Whalebit, and the short for Whalebit is CES. Not many of us get the opportunity to be part of great cryptocurrency before they go mainstream, like cryptocurrency like Ethereum, Bitcoin, BNB, Solana, and the rest. Not many of us get the opportunity to be part of those cryptocurrency upon inception. Not many of us, not many people have ever gotten that kind of opportunity. So if life is giving you this opportunity now, don't make excuses for it. Don't make excuses. You said you wish you knew about Bitcoin. You said you wish you knew about Ethereum when it started. You said you wish you knew about BNB when it started. Right? And they didn't all start so great. They had their challenges upon at inception, but they withered every storm and became what they are today. And a lot of people have made money from those projects. Good money. So let's get into the business properly. Right now, there are over 2 million participants in the ecosystem. Right, over 2 million participants in the ecosystem. The ecosystem has paid over $3.6 billion to marketers in the business. As commissions, it has paid over $3 billion. And today, there was a video that was dropped by the developer of this ecosystem called Lado. Right, you can check it out on YouTube, on the Metawhale official YouTube page. You see the amazing roadmap that he explained on this project. Amazing roadmap. You see, for projects, any project that don't have a founder, or you can't figure out, it has a faceless founder, it's already a red flag. One thing with Mr. Lado, the developer of this project, is that he has not failed to put his face to this project, his integrity, his name and everything. He puts it on this project. But he's not in hiding. You can say whatever you want to say about him, but he's not in hiding. He's coming headlong, taking this and creating something remarkable, something that history will recognize him for. And this project has made quite a number of people millionaires in our community, quite a number of people. Today, I was just thinking about all the numbers of people that we've been able to help with this project, and how this project, it was from this project they made their first 1 million, first 10 million. Some made their first 20 million. Some made their first 30 million. And today they've been able to do so many other things that they've always wanted to do. For myself, if I will speak for myself, I used to be a school teacher, earning 80,000 naira per month. This was in 2020, right? I used to earn 80,000 naira per month, 2020, 2021. And I stumbled on this. And through the mentorship of Refied Academy, I began to follow through. And my life took a 360 degree turnaround, such that, no, 180 degrees turnaround, not 360. 180 degrees turnaround, such that I was heading to poverty. I just changed, poop, heading towards wealth, right? So that people who knew me before couldn't recognize me anymore. That is what this project can do for you. This is God's gift to change your life. This is the wealth transfer, the imminent wealth transfer that is coming. It's made possible by projects like this. Cryptocurrency makes wealth transfer possible because the barriers to making wealth is removed. In traditional business, there are certain things, certain figures that you can aspire to. You can't have Dangote as a small business owner. You can't have Dangote as your rival now. You can't have those kind of big, you can't match up with the politics that are in those kind of business, the bureaucracies and all that. You can't match that up. But with cryptocurrency, you can be anywhere in the world and make money. You can be anywhere. The restrictions are all lifted. You can have partners across the world. If you say Nigerians are not joining your business, Nigerians are not the only people on earth. With social media ads, you can target people from different countries. You can target Nigerians in the diaspora to join your business, to attend your meetings, to listen to your presentation, right? If you think Nigerians don't pay attention to you, if you think Nigerians don't pay attention to you, and one of the things we have going for us in Nigeria is the numbers. Any business you really put your heart to, especially on online business, you will get people to follow you. If people can follow CBEX after what happened with MMM and several other Ponzi schemes, if they could still gather people with all the red flags showing that this was a Ponzi scheme, if CBEX goes, how could you now have a genuine project, right? Genuine project, and you're not willing to promote it? You see, evil persists when good men keep quiet. If you have a good project like this and you keep quiet, wicked people will keep swindling and giving us a bad name on the internet. This is a genuine cryptocurrency business. So in the roadmap, Metawhale roadmap, we have WhaleDex, WDEX. WDEX is our exchange platform in this business. Just what is an exchange platform? An exchange platform is a platform, just like the name implies, where you exchange cryptocurrency. In this case, you buy and you sell, just like the way you have Binance, Bybit, and the rest. Those are centralized exchange. Then we have another type of exchange called decentralized exchange, where we have PancakeSwap, Uniswap, and the rest. WDEX is a decentralized exchange platform that is now on the Polygon network, right? It's on the Polygon network. Metawhale has its own DEX, which is a very, very remarkable feat. And our coin, CES, is already listed on our DEX, where you can trade now. You can buy and sell. I'm going to log in and you see. and we've passed the CES listing. CES listing on centralized exchange is going to happen in Q3, which is third quarter of 2025. Where we are, according to the developer, we are targeting 5 tier 1 exchanges. Do you know what that means? In the last video, one of the videos I watched of Mr. Lado, he said if he's not targeting tier 2 exchanges. That if it was tier 2 exchanges, we would have listed these things on centralized exchanges. But his target is tier 1. And he talked about 5 tier 1. He said we're targeting 5 tier 1 exchanges, right? Tier 1 exchanges, we have exchanges we have in that category: Binance, Bybit, OKX, right? KuCoin. These are the exchanges we have at that level. MEX. These are tier 1 exchanges, and that's what we are targeting. When this goes mainstream, guys, this is going to blow up. It's going to blow up. Not many cryptocurrency have utility. Some are just based on hype. But what we have here is not based on hype, even though hype also empowers it. Because you see, you can't have a good project and not create hype about it. Post on Twitter, post on Facebook, create hype around this. Let's build it. It's our business, our ecosystem. Let's build it. Create hype around it. But the good news is that this is not only based on hype. It's based on real value. We have real value here, utility for this token, right? Real value that holds it. And one amazing thing they are also adding is Solana Mempad platform. So there's going to be a collaboration with the Solana project. He's mentioned, Lado has talked about that a little, but they're going to unveil more of it as we progress. Then there's Unite Force that is coming up. There's the Metaverse and so many other things that are in the pipeline. Okay, so but let's speak about the ones that are here already. See the ones that are coming, but let's speak about the ones that are already launched. So go to Get Started and log in. Okay, I want to believe you can still hear me. I just want somebody to confirm. Okay, so let's begin with WDEX. Let's go to WDEX. You can begin anywhere in this business, but let's begin with WDEX. It's our exchange platform where you can buy and sell our cryptocurrency called CES. You can swap, you can buy, you can sell, you can also provide liquidity. Now, Leo, while he was talking, he spoke about being an investor and being an active business person. You see, if in making money, right, I've dedicated, I think, the last 5 years of my life to teaching people how to manage and multiply money. I've dedicated the last 5 years of my life to study how wealth is created. I've been a student of life, and I can tell you for sure, you see, when starting out, your chances of succeeding in life is very slim if you come from a poor home. In fact, there is more chances that you would end up poor if you were born in a poor home. The chances are so, the possibilities is so wide. I'm not going to tell you a lie. See, it's the only thing that can change that reality is the day you decide that you are going to change. The way the poor has been educated, all the education of the poor, right, the poor has been educated to be poor. You have been taught and schooled to be poor. That is why poor people don't like sales and they don't like promotion. When you hear somebody say, no, me, I don't like talk to anybody, no, he's poor. Because every rich person, and I want you to mark my words, right? Every rich person, name anyone that is not a community builder, that is not influencing a people, that is just quiet in one place, making money. There's none like that. You must be able to build a team. Because it takes a team, it takes a community to create wealth. The community can involve your team members, the people you are selling your services or your product to, and you must be able to do it at a large scale. It's a large scale. Poor people are not taught this. So every small thing they have, they say they want to invest. They want to invest. Rich people actively promote. Actively. That is your gateway to riches. If you don't like to promote, you just know that you have designed your own future. And the reason many poor people don't like it is because they were never taught. You were trained to go to school, get good grades, graduate, and go get a job. That's how you were trained. You were not trained to finish and be thinking creatively about how to produce value and impact your world at scale. You were never taught that. So you don't come out thinking that way. And if you had poor parents, this is something your parents could have taught you, because if you had family business, you would have learned that, okay, in building a family business, we'll have to work with a team of people. We have to promote, but you didn't have all those training. So now you come to a class like this. You have the privilege of someone like Metawhale talking to you, telling you this, me telling you this. Your old self will fight it. When you take this, go and tell your broke friends, they will fight it. Wealth is built through community. It's built through community. If you want to raise capital, one of your job as an entrepreneur is to raise capital. And if you want to raise capital, you must be able to build a team. You must be able to build a team. So in this business, you will have to build a team. You will have to build a team. You will have to build a team. If you are not someone who has right now on this call, you don't have $100,000 to your name. $100,000 is 160 million naira to your name, right? And you ever desire to be rich, except you want to be mediocre for the rest of your life. If you ever desire to be rich, you must learn to find something genuine and promote. And not, you see, there are businesses that has low startup costs with high profit margin, and there are businesses that have high startup costs with low profit margin. Let me explain. Which analogy can I give now? There are certain things you sell, like, okay, let me give you a clear example. I'm a fashion designer, right? I learned tailoring in 2006. Some Gen Zs were not born there. I started sewing since 2006, close to 2 decades now, right? Now, that is an industry with a low profit margin. It's an industry with low profit margin, especially when you are not doing it at scale. I want you to name at the top of your head your chances as a fashion designer I'm not against that industry because I'm also playing in that industry. Your chances as a fashion designer to be massively successful, to be wealthy, right, is 1 out of 1 million. If not more than that, your chances to live average and even get into middle class. Because there are certain skills that pay less. Same thing if you are a school teacher in Nigeria. There are many things. I can go on and on and on and on. So if you want to be rich, of course, you can start up in those places to raise capital, but you can't remain in those industries. You must do something else that has either low startup costs with high profit margin. Crypto is one of them. Low startup costs, it can boom. Marketing, network marketing is one of them. Something you have to market, especially something that is digital in nature, that you market to a large, or you can market the same thing to a large number of people and without producing anything. You are already broke, you can't get into manufacturing. You are already broke, you can't get into distribution. What is your chance? Your chance is getting into something that is online. That is your only chance to becoming successful. That's your only chance. You won't become successful selling, say, hair by Tina. You won't become successful. You won't become hair by, those are things chosen by poor people. Sorry if I'm hitting you, if I'm saying something that you don't like, but your chances, I'm telling you the truth, except you want to use the next 30 years of your life to prove me wrong. Then you come back after you are 40, after you are 50, you say, oh, that mentor was really correct, or he was right. I'm a fashion designer. I chose a different path. Not that I still don't do fashion, but I know I am not expecting my goat to give birth to an elephant. You can't be training a goat and expect it to give birth to an elephant. Go train an elephant. If you want to give birth to an elephant, I want an elephant-sized result, so I choose an elephant-sized industry. So that is what crypto can do for you. So in our exchange platform, forgive me, I'm teaching crypto and also moving into teaching you life and business principle. Okay, in our exchange platform, you can buy and sell CES. You open it this way, you can go select, this is CES. Let's say I want to sell this CES. This account has 18 CES. If I want to change it to USDT, I will just, if I want to change all, I click max. You see, it's going to give me $96. I approve and I sell it. I can sell it, right? It also has liquidity pool. If you have good amount of money, you can invest in the liquidity pool, right? In liquidity with yesterday I explained what the liquidity pool means. If you were not here yesterday, the video is already in the group, so you can just scroll up, you find the recording of yesterday and just watch it, okay? But this provides you passive income. But like I said, this passive income thing is only beneficial to people whose capital makes sense. You can't have $100 and you want to be a liquidity provider. You don't even have liquid in the first place. You are too solid, so you can't provide liquid. So, but of course, it doesn't mean it's not open to anybody. It's open to anybody. But your goal is to wanting to. It should be to become more liquid, right? Have more capital so that you can play big in this space. Just like Leo said, 2% of 100 million is 2 million. 2% of 100,000 is 2,000. So just, I believe you have used your tongue to count your teeth. So that being said, let's go back to the T&S program of this ecosystem. It has a program, there's a program called T&S. And this T&S is a part of the business where you have to network people into it to make money, to grow. You have to network people into it. And if you just understood what I said about how the poor is schooled and how the rich is schooled, you will understand that poor people react. Something in you just react when I say network, because poor people don't like it. Poor people don't like it. You want to maintain your old friends. You don't want to break away from that comfort, because that's your comfort zone, right? You don't like to talk to people. Nobody starts out liking it, right? Nobody starts out liking it. So, but if you ever want to be rich, because you see, you have to first desire success. You have to first desire success. Jesus Christ said, he says, whatever you desire when you pray, believe that you have received it. So it all boils down to your desire. Without desire, you won't make the first move. You will keep making excuses. I've seen the unlikeliest of people make big money from this because they have strong desire. This startup program will pay you heavily if you learn how to promote. Level 1 costs $9. And for every person who joins your team, you get to make $9. You don't have to buy it again. If you buy it once, that's all. Let's say you sell shoes. If you finish selling, you run out of stock, you have to go and buy more shoes. In fact, to keep your shop running, you probably need diesel or fuel. You need running costs. You need a running cost, maintenance cost, and all that to keep your shop running so that business can go on. That's all the disadvantage of a physical business. With this, you don't have to maintain anything. The same data you use on TikTok, you can use it to post a promotional video. The same data you use to watch Facebook Reels and watch other comedians, you can use it to create your own content. You can use it to speak about your business. You can use it to do something. You can use it to send somebody a WhatsApp message to attend this evening's training. And as they decide to join you in your business, you get to make commissions. The commission that this T&S program earns you is 100% commission. So level 1 is $9, level 2 is $16.2, See it at the top. You see at the top, the prices are written at the top right. Level 3 is $29.2. Level 4 is $52.5. That way, if you observe, this person has unlocked level 1 to 5. He hasn't unlocked 6. You see the price of 6, $189. 7 down to 12. The goal is to activate up to 12. So, but when you are coming in, if you don't have the capital for 1 to 12, you can start from probably say 1 to 5, 1 to 4, 1 to 6, 1 to 7, 1 to 8, depending on your capacity. Some people can even start from level 1. I've seen people who started from level 1 and got to level 12 in 3 weeks. We have those kind of people in our community. Now, but of course, one thing about them is that they had strong desire. These people had strong desire. So level 1, you see there are 6 positions. Let me open it now just to show you how it works. You see, that's you in the middle. You are the one in the middle. And there are 6 positions around you. Now, these 6 positions earns you $99 for any time somebody joins your team. Anytime somebody joins your team there, you make $9. You make $9. So that person joining your team can be joining with your link, which we call your direct referrals, that's somebody you sign up yourself, or the person can be someone who came into your team through one of your team members. So you end that as what we call spillovers. So in this TNS program, you don't only make money from your direct referrals, you make money from your team member. Team members, meaning people you referred who also continue to refer other people into the business. You make 100% commission. The commission is 100%. And this is decentralized. The payment is instant. You get paid instantly into your wallet. You get paid instantly. You don't have to go and click withdraw anywhere. The money goes straight into your wallet and it's your spendable money. You can decide to spend it. You can decide to use it to upgrade your levels in the business, whatever you want to do. So in this level 1, you see there are 6 positions. In those 6 positions, 3 out of it go straight into your wallet. You will make N3 of it that you can spend. 2 out of it, they are all your money, but I'm telling you how it is distributed. 2 out of it, which is the 2 closest to you, it goes as spillover. The same way I said that you can earn spillover from other people will also earn spillover from you. So those 2 goes to other people in the ecosystem. It's more like crowdfunding. We are all supporting each other to grow. Then the last one, which is the 6th one, helps you to repurchase the level again, opening all the slots so that you can earn a 2nd time, a 3rd time, a 4th time. It never gets filled up. You keep earning and you keep earning and you keep earning. Now, if level 1 is earning $9, go to level 5 now, for example. Level 5 that costs $94 will be earning $94 each. So it's the same structure, the same thing. So when you sign somebody on level 1, you don't have to go and sign them on level 7 or level 5 or level 6 again. As long as they have joined you on that from the onset, as they keep upgrading their levels, the system already recognizes them as your partner and you get what is due you. That's how fantastic this is. Some of you can start with 6 partners. Some of you can start with 5 partners, 7 partners, as the case may be. This is an online class, so there are certain limitations with maybe doing certain calculations. Subsequently, we'll try to work on probably a whiteboard where I can, on this call, draw some things and do some numerical calculation. But let me just run you down through level 1. Level 1 on its own, in every circle, you bought it for $9. Every circle you make $27. That means 9 times 3, 9 in 3 places. You'll be making $27 consistently. If you look at level 5, you bought it for $94.5. You'll be making $94.5 in 3 places, which is close to, let's say, $280 thereabout, consistently. Now, this is how you raise and build capital. This is how you raise and get to your first $1,000. This is how I got to my first $1,000. My first $10,000 was made because of something like this, because of this, right? Building community, building community, building community, from one person to another, from one person to another, from one person to another. If you sign 10 people into your business, all 10 of them will not be successful, right? The chances are not all will be successful. But you see, if 2 of them become serious in your business, takes it to level 12, you will become massively successful in the business. As simple as that. Just the same way in a family, probably not everybody succeeds in that family. A family of 10, 2 gets to do well, and that settles it for that family. Same thing in your business. Not every of your partner will do well, but sign them regardless. You never can tell who will do well from the onset. There are people I thought would do well when I signed them in my business. They were the ones that never did well. The ones that I didn't think would do well, the ones that probably didn't have money, they took the business to another level because they had desire, they had hunger for growth, hunger for success. My joy in this business is not the money I earn, it's the money my people earn. That should be your joy also as a leader. It's the money your people earn. The fact that somebody can chat me and say, Mentor Andrew, I just made my first $500. I just made my first $200. I just made $1,000. That alone is enough joy. That alone is enough success for me, because we're in the business of raising people. We're in the business of raising people, raising men, helping people, right? So that is what you should see yourself as a business leader, one who is responsible for the growth of other people. You are responsible for helping people make money, right? You should see yourself as a leader. You are responsible for helping people build their personal life, grow to become better. If you put yourself in that position, you'll be able to recruit people. People will believe in you, to follow you, right? People want to be led, even financially. People want to be led. If they see the right person to lead, they would follow. They would follow. It's as simple as that. Don't be a cunning person. Be a person of integrity. Don't sugarcoat the business. Don't promise things that are not in the business just because you want to lure them in. This is a straightforward business. This TNS program pays you 100% commission for building a team and building a community. Apart from that, if you don't like, after all I've said, you don't like to refer anybody, you don't like to do anything, then what can you do in this business? Well, there is something else you can do. Okay, you can buy the coin called CES and hold. Buying the cryptocurrency called CES doesn't require you to refer anybody. You can buy it and hold. Just get your money, buy the coin and hold. It's a good coin. It's a very, very good coin. It's a coin that will match up cryptocurrencies like Solana, Ethereum, BNB. It will match up them. It will rival them. Right? I don't want to say Bitcoin because that might be sounding too ambitious, but I'm telling you, at least for these 4 that I mentioned, Solana, Ethereum, BNB, is going to rival them in value. This is a cryptocurrency that can easily do $5,000. It's a cryptocurrency that can easily do that. It doesn't happen in 3 days. It doesn't happen in 4 days in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. Like I tell people, I said, let me give you a simple rundown on history. BNB was launched in 2017. It went to its all-time high, and it was launched at 3 cents. Did its all-time high 3 years after, which was in 2021 rather, which is like 4 years after, right? 4 years, good solid 4 years. If not, before that 4 years, it was hanging around $3, $4. But in the 4th year, it went to $690 for 1 BNB. That is when the masses hear it and they say, hey, I wish I bought, I wish I held on. Ethereum was launched in 2015. Also low in value. In fact, in 2020, from 2015 to 2020, 5 years, beginning of 2020, Ethereum was around $45. At mid-2020, it was around $150. But in 2021, Ethereum moved to $4,700, 6 solid years after launching in mainstream. You see, cryptocurrencies take long because adoption grows. Talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin since 2009 till date, I think that should be already more than 2 decades already. Talk about Solana, launched in 2020, did its all-time high. Is it 2020 now, Solana? can't remember the exact. Yeah, I think it's 2020. Did its all-time high in 2022 or so. So CES is on track. Is on track. The value will go up, it will come down, it will go up, it will come down. But as it settles in the market, it settles in the market, and utilities begin to grow, hype begins to grow, community begins to grow. That's why marketers are of essence, promoters are of the essence, because we are the ones who will make known this project. You see, the gospel of Jesus Christ is a very good message, but it needs people called evangelists to preach it. Anything in life needs people to say it. You can't succeed with a closed mouth. You can't close your mouth and make money. It's not possible. It's not done anywhere. In fact, you can't close your mouth and succeed at any vision. You must be big on marketing. Today, I was scrolling through my Instagram feed, and I saw Tony Elumelu again. The guy posts like crazy. I say, no wonder now. The difference is clear. I scroll again. I saw Stephen Akintayo. He posts like crazy. I say, no wonder now. Now I know where I'm missing it. I know why they are succeeding, and it seems like as though I'm not. So it looks as though my own God is not. He has not answered me. You have to be rugged in that which you believe in. So, having said that, I think I'll stop here tonight. It's a very simple project. Any other thing I say from now will just possibly complicate the business. It's a very, very fantastic project. So, if you want to get started, quickly reach out to whoever invited you for this session. He will guide you on the step-by-step process to get started. There are only 3 steps to getting started. Number 1 is to download Token Pocket and create a new wallet. Number 2 is to fund the wallet with USDT, right? Fund that wallet, which if you don't know how to do, the person who brought you here will guide you. And number 3 is to sign up. Sign up, buy the token, activate your TNS program. Start from there. And as you continue to attend meetings, you continue to grow in your understanding of the project. This is something that is going somewhere, and I really do not want you to miss it. So thank you. We'll just take a few questions if there are any. This session is going to continue till Friday. We're going to have another session tomorrow on Friday, right? We have started back to back. You guys know us in our community where we don't slack, right? We don't slack because our goals are very, very, very strong. So quickly, if we have any question, let's just get that quickly. If you want to speak, just raise your hands or type it in the chat. Let's just take 1 or 2 questions in the next 3 minutes and we round this up. Coach Leo, if you are there on the call, am I missing anything? If you want to share quickly.
I'm here. No, nothing. I just allowed Samson to speak. He was raising his hand.
Okay. Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening, Samson.
Yeah. Thank you for your. I've been following your talk since on Monday, and I keep getting more understanding about the whole project. So I staked or I vested that was when it was first coin then. So I vested some part of it. So out of the ones that I've invested, some have been released, but I think after this whole conversion, I discovered that the value of the ones that have been released from the vesting is not showing in my token pocket. It's not showing. It's just the value of the number of CES now. I think it's now called CES. It's just the number that is showing, but the value in dollars is not showing. And I want to transfer it to my wallet. So I don't know if you understand me, sir.
Okay, if I get you correctly,
yeah,
the value of your CS is not showing in your back office.
Yes, it's not showing.
Which is normal. It's not showing for any of us. The inner balance, the value doesn't show there.
Okay.
Now, you talked about transferring it to your outer wallet.
Yes.
The only ones you can transfer to your outer wallet is the ones that have been migrated from your released coins. Not all has been fully migrated. yet. I answered this
Okay.
question, I think, on the first day.
Okay.
The migration process is in 2 stages. The first one was done between May 1st to May 5th. And they migrated some of your HC, your form, like you said, you called it first coin, to CES, right? The second one we're told is going to be start from June 1st. So the remaining, all your vested coins that have been released will also be migrated. Then you will now be able to move them to your outer wallet. So what you're experiencing is perfectly normal. It's okay. You don't have to do anything. The ones that have been released that you are seeing CES, you can move them. But the others, the one that is showing HC vesting available, you can't move it. The one that is showing HC vesting lock, you also cannot move it, but you can move the CES at will. I hope I answered your question, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Any more question?
Yeah, somebody typed a question and said he wanted to know. I want to know more about farming. Thank you.
Okay, about the farming pools. Okay, go back to the class of yesterday. If you go back to the class, probably we're going to teach it more and more, but farming pool needs a whole class, right?
Yeah.
I explained a little about it yesterday, what the pool means and how you can participate. So, but you can go back, you'll see the video. Then I think somebody made a video already explaining, or it was a write-up. I think it was Hackman. I don't know if you were the one that posted it. If you can share the write-up here again on how some of the functions on the farming pool works and share it, that would also help this person.
That will help.
There's a post that I saw today explaining that. I think it was Hackman posted.
I'm trying to forward it from somewhere.
Yes. Do we have any more? I think we're already done. It's 10 p.m. Cyril, I see you. I see your beautiful wife. He knows himself. So, I think we're done for tonight. Thank you very much for being present. I don't want us to shoot past our time. See you guys tomorrow, same time. Invite as many people as you want to be on this call tomorrow. Let's see how many more people we can help. Let's keep helping people. Let's keep preaching the good news of Metawhale. Okay, our people deserve to know that there's something like this, right? They deserve to know that a coin like this can change their life. So keep inviting massively. Post, share. The flyer of this is in the various groups, and it's going to be posted in sets. If you can help share the flyer for this meeting and probably the text attached to it in the comments, put it there so that others can see. Share it on your timeline. Create content for this. I saw a video of a content creator who made a video for this. Don't allow big content creators take over your space, right? By creating, start from where you are. Create content around this. Talk about it. Promote. That is your gateway to success, to financial freedom, especially if you're from a poor home. Thank you guys for being on this call tonight. It's good night from my end.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Good night also from my end. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. And I want to actually especially appreciate Mr. Andrew for taking out his time to explicitly teach this properly and majorly also infuse life finance principles in every of his teaching. Thank you so much, sir. We are really, really grateful. A blessing to our community. All right, so see you guys tomorrow. God bless you. Have a beautiful night. Let's keep making money. We'll meet at the top. Good night.